I found this fascinating. So at the beginning of the administration, Trump revoked Biden's 2023 AI executive order, halting safety and transparency. Interesting, right? This is taking the gloves off and accelerating the acceleration. How do you think about this?
I think first of all, as you know, AI technology is very, very nascent. I mean, we're in the really early days, so we don't know yet, what it's going to be. We are in, by the way, a fairly important race with China from a military standpoint and so forth on AI. It's be very bad for them, or in a way for us to get too far ahead of the other one. That becomes a very kind of unstable situation. And so the idea that the government's going to enter the field, and basically what the Biden AI order did, from our point of view, was basically get all of startups and academia out of the field by imposing big regulatory requirements. Mm-hmm. And to do that at this stage is just, it's wild. It's a wild idea. I think, we've tried this kind of heavy regulatory approach, which is why, we've got a climate change issue and no nuclear power and all that kind of thing. And, that was a kind of a much more dangerous technology, I think, at the time. Obviously, AI is powerful and it could do dangerous things, but the whole idea that, the idea of scaring people and then giving government control, I think was just bad. I can't argue that the Biden executive order was good in any way.
So I think the executive order is bullshit and ridiculous and absurd because I've said this before many times.
Really
I see no mechanism by which you can regulate AI, even if you tried. Because the minute you try and set those goalposts, you'd have to regulate every line of code written. It's completely ridiculous. So undoing it undoes something that was so ridiculous it couldn't have happened anyway. So for me, it's the whole thing is a non sequitur. But it does make it easier for people to do what they want to do without freedom of stupid oversight.
Right. The safety part couldn't have happened, but the interference was certainly happening. And by the way, the other thing that's so crazy is, you have people like my friend Vinod Khosla running around saying, oh, this is like the Manhattan Project. We've got a lock. You walk into OpenAI, you walk into Google, it's so easy to steal their code. What are you talking about? They've got Chinese nationals running all around the company. You're not protecting the bits. We couldn't, by the way, the Manhattan Project didn't even end up protecting the nuclear secrets. Russia got them. So it's just, come on.
Yeah. But I do think this is a firing over the bow of saying we're accelerating everything. We're not slowing stuff down. We're gonna up level our energy, our investment commitments. We're going all in, all out on AI because we need to. It's the single most strategic asset for our country.
And look, I think it's the way we solve a lot of the most dangerous problems that we have too. So there's we've got AI safety to stop AI from doing something bad, which won't work. But what about AI to stop all the other bad things from happening?
Sure, pandemics,
pandemics, cancer, et cetera. It's a climate change, you name it.